So the Marines have showed on several occasions that they're going to be involved, or at least that they're paying attention to Wano. We have seen CP0 talking with Orochi about a certain deal. We have Sword with Drake being involved in that. We have Reverie with them talking about them knowing that Big Mom and Kaido is forming an alliance, and they're talking about how big of a deal this is. This video is going to be a video talking about how the Marines are going to impact this arc and how they're going to help lead us into the future arcs. Because I know we're moving into the last saga of One Piece, but the last arc, no. The last saga is what we're moving into. And the Marines is going to be one of the forces that help jumpstart us into the next saga of One Piece, the final saga of One Piece. So let's talk about it. So first of all, CP0. CP0, we know, had dealings with Orochi. They helped exchange weapons or something like that. I know they was trying to get a deal done with Orochi. Didn't go well. Orochi treat them any type of way. But here's the thing. A new development just happened in the most recent chapters. Orochi is quote unquote dead now. So if Orochi is truly dead, that opens up a whole gap, I would say, for them, a whole opportunity, I would say, for the Marines in Wano. Let me tell you why. First of all, the reason why you couldn't just jump into and take over Wano is because, first of all, Kaido was there. That's the number one reason. But two, the people of Wano actually worships Orochi and Kaido. But Orochi is the one that's right there with the people, while Kaido was just on doing his own pirate thing. So they mostly worship Shogun Orochi. Now with him dead, and Kaido's proposed plan for the pirates to create this lawless land for pirates, and that's what he's going to turn Wano into, the citizens will back the Marines coming in and stopping Kaido from creating madness. Wouldn't you agree with that? Now, we know that the Marines is going to have a hidden agenda with that, but at the same time, they're going to have at least some support from the people to help them get out of this funk that they're in with Kaido. And then you got Sword, who knows exactly what's going on, and we still don't know if Sword has any involvement with the Marines or the world government as a whole. We just know a few members are involved in Sword, and the one that's in Wano that we know about right now is X Drake. So we know that they know more underground stuff than probably even the CP0 know, because X Drake is right next to Kaido. That you telling me Kaido just had this speech about what his whole plan is going to be, going after the ancient weapons, teaming up with Big Mom, killing Orochi, creating this pirate lawless land, and X Drake ain't reporting this back to Sword? They're going to be making a move. And depending who's a part of Sword, it may have a huge impact. Where I'm looking at people like possibly someone like Aokiji may be a part of Sword. So we may get a few admirals, or at least one admiral, that show up in this arc. I would be surprised if an admiral don't show up in Wano Country by the end of this arc at some point. And then you got CP0 themselves, right? I said with the Marines as a whole, they have an opportunity. I talked about Sword, but now we got CP0 themselves, right? We got them who was in direct contact with Orochi. Now I said, what if Orochi is actually dead? What if Orochi is actually alive thanks to, I don't know, his devil fruit or something like that? The multiple heads thing. If Orochi is actually alive and Kaido and the Beast Pirates don't know about this, Orochi can go and then make moves behind the scenes, contact CP0, contact the world government or whoever, and have them cut him a deal. He give them more information. He give them a way to get into Wano safely. and he gets them to help him out. And the deal can be, after all the said and done, I can go back to being the shogun of Wano country, or at least I can continue to live a life without being bothered by any outside forces, and y'all and Wano can be opened up and become part of the world government. That is what the move Orochi can move into this chessboard, because there's so much chaos going on. And now the final factor and why this will propel us into the final saga is because all this going on. Remember, the Marines is not only paying attention to Wano right now because of the Kaido and Big Mom situation, but Reverie, Marie's why that whole debacle still happened, that we don't even know exactly what happened. All I know is I seen Fujitora bandaged up, so we know something went down. And of course, the whole thing with Sabo, the oh my god Sabo, we don't know if he's dead or alive. Most likely he's alive. So they got their, so we would say relatively that the Marines have their hands full. On top of all that, the Marines also got rid of the warlords, and now they brought into this other factor. Whatever Vegapunk has created has brought into another factor, another power that they have, that they're confident enough in to get rid of the warlords. So they're worried about the warlords, they're worried about Wano, they're worried about Marie's Reverie, the whole revolutionary situation. And the only new thing they got to back them is this new weapon, or whatever it is, from Vegapunk, that they most likely will end up using to help aid at least separating the alliance between Big Mom and Kaido. So all these distractions are happening with the Marines. Not only Marines, but major pirates. The Yonko are paying attention. You got pirates like Luffy, the members of the worst generation. All of them are paying attention to that. And who hasn't made that big play in a while? Who's sitting back behind the scenes grabbing Moria and the invincible fruit? All these things, the invisible fruit, not the invincible, the invisible fruit. All these things, he's doing all these things behind the scene, gathering his crew, making them stronger. He got his own base, and he see all this bullshit is going on out in front of him. You telling me Blackbeard ain't getting ready to make a move with all this chaos ensuing? You think he don't think this is the perfect opportunity to move a chess piece and deploy a play? Because we know he always waiting to do that. You know he always waiting to do that. And that is what's going to throw us into the next saga. When we're done with Wano, however that ends with the Straw Hat Alliance taking down Kaido and Big Mom, or just Kaido one, or whatever happens with that, this is going to propel Blackbeard to make a move, and that's going to move us and jumpstart us into the next big saga, the conclusion of One Piece. Blackbeard making his move to get the One Piece or whatever he want to do. We don't know exactly what he want to do, but it's going to be something. Get ready, because it's about to go down.